Good morning, Leyden. I'm Catherine.
And I'm Max.
On today's Eagle Update, we'll be covering the Shed the Straw movement, the FCCLA competition, and Ask the Expert Day.
Today is Friday, February 8th, and your Eagle Update starts in 5.
You see recycling bins all around the school, but do stop and think about where all this material is going? Well, here's Caesar on more information on that.
Recycling is an easy and effective way to reduce the amount of waste that goes into landfills. At Leyden, we have recycling bins located in nearly every room, but does that mean we use them properly? We caught up with some staff here at Leyden to talk about the garbage disposal.
Right now we only, as far as recycling program, we're only recycling white paper, and we're not being charged for the pickup. We just put it in a specific bin, they collect it, and then they recycle it. As far as plastic is concerned, there are not many places that are taking plastic right now due to the economy in China, which was buying all the plastic. Plastic bags now are, when you return them to Jewel, they're being used for recycle to make park benches and playground equipment is where that recycling program comes into play.
This is just a small step. Nearly 19 billion pounds of plastic winds up in the ocean annually, which is seriously affecting our wildlife. The Shed the Straw movement is looking to reduce the usage of plastic straws because they are difficult to recycle and do not biodegrade.
Shed the Straw is a program that's basically sponsored by Shed Aquarium, and they've gained a lot of momentum even in Chicagoland restaurants and all that. They're really asking everyone to stop using straws. Over 70% of seabirds that are found have some kind of plastic in their stomachs. Over 30% of sea turtles have plastic in their stomachs. We use something like 1,000 cars worth of weight of straws every day in the U.S. So the idea is to stop using the straws, to encourage people to stop using the straws. And so that's also what we're looking to do here at school is coming up, the cafeteria is going to stop issuing straws, and we're encouraging people to kind of get used to that. You have to think about it ahead of time. You sit down at the restaurant, they say, "Do you want water?" "We want water." They bring it, and all of a sudden you see the straw, and it's like, "Oh wait, I didn't want the straw." I'll give you a quick promotion on this. These are straws. Carry around with you so that you can, like when I went to McDonald's, I just got my shake and said, "Don't give me a straw," and then drink it out of this. And then it comes with a little, brush that you can use to clean it. So you get a couple of these. And that way you just never use a straw again.
It's not a one-all fix-all thing. It's everybody contributing a little bit at a time.
This problem obviously extends far beyond the school walls, but every little bit helps to build and sustain a healthy earth for ourselves in the present as well as in the future. In a generation full of millennials who want to create change, this is an easy way to do so. We only have one planet Earth, so why not protect it? Back to the studio.
For the 4th year in a row, Leyden hosts the event known as Ask the Expert Day. We caught up with some students to get their thoughts on the experts.
With a vast range of job opportunities nowadays, Leyden hosted Ask the Expert Day to introduce students to all different types of jobs.
Mr. Johnson, he's a Coast Guard. I learned that they pay for your college, so you don't have to pay anything once you join.
We had Miss Anna Califf, and she was a developmental therapist. I learned the job overall because I had never heard of it before.
Miss Espinoza, she's a 2nd grade teacher. Teaching takes a lot of time and preparation for each lesson.
Post athletic training because I wanted to work with athletes on a daily basis.
I chose it because dealing with injuries throughout high school, I had to work with my athletic trainers closely and my physical therapist.
I chose physical therapy because I really liked working with patients. I liked that you could build patient rapport. My mom's actually a physical therapist, so I kind of followed in her footsteps as well.
Mr. Mason actually sent an email asking if this is something that Brandon and I or NovaCare would be interested in doing, and we kind of sent it off, talked about it, and thought that it was a great opportunity for us to spread the word about athletic training, physical therapy.
I definitely would. It's very interesting. It's very challenging as well. You have to have a lot of patience, a lot of understanding. The schooling is not easy for it, but as long as you're very determined, you have a drive for it, it's very rewarding.
I would recommend physical therapy. I think it's a great profession to be in. You get to work with a lot of athletes. You get to work with a lot of other patients as well.
I think Ask the Expert Day is important because it gives students a different perspective from a professional standpoint that's not their teacher. So it opens up the students' eyes to different career paths and different actual jobs that they didn't know previously existed.
This past weekend, the Leyden Advanced Catering class competed at the FCCLA event. Here are some participants with their results.
FCCLA stands for Family, Community, and Career Leaders of America. It's from the FACS department. It's a competition where you can do different events ranging from culinary to preschool and star events. And you go and compete against other schools for a chance to make it down to state and then possibly nationals.
I feel pretty good. We got one of the highest scores of the day with the 96 in our star event, which was promoting FCCLA, which you can gain benefits from it, which includes scholarships and recognitions.
To prepare, we're just kind of researching and trying to improve upon what we did for regionals to make it even better for state.
We hope to win state and advance to nationals in Cali.
So we're going to be hosting the Spirit Week for FCCLA next week, and FCCLA is a family science consumer club.
FCCLA stands for Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America.
And we're going to be supporting FCCLA by having on Friday a Wear Red Day because of the logo on FCCLA, which is red.
Can you believe Valentine's Day is next Thursday?
Yeah, you're right. The class of 2019 is selling candy grams for $1 on February 11th and 12th during all lunch periods to send to someone special or to a friend.
That's so cute. Be sure to show your love this year by making someone's Valentine's Day.
Also, Turnabout's coming up next week, so make sure you buy your tickets. They're going to be $10 during all lunch periods.
On February 14th, the French classes will be selling crepes to fundraise for their upcoming France trip.
The trip is to France, Nantes, France. We want to take this trip to improve our skill on speaking another language in a different country and improve from it.
It will benefit me by seeing different cultures outside of the United States and just learning the language to become fluent.
It's important to learn about other people's culture, but it's also better to, I think it's better to go to meet people, interact and discuss, share experience, share stories, share food, and all those go into the account of their benefits. Why are we doing this? Because we need money. We ask people to help. We ask people to buy the crepe. Because the situation we have this year is that we were supposed, both West and East, we were supposed to provide 30 students for this cultural exchange program, but we were only able to make 13, and I only have 5 here. Because of that situation, the cost for the students went high, so they're going to be paying higher than they're supposed to. In order to encourage them, in order to help them lower the price, we are selling the crepe.
Although there are a small number of us going from our French class, I think that we'll come back with a greater appreciation for the French language and for the culture as well. And so I think that hopefully we inspire others in our class to do better in class and to really maybe even inspire them to take French in college, and as well as inspire other students in the other French classes to try and go to France. It'd be really appreciated if you guys could come out and buy some crepes and help support this cause so that others, not just including myself, but others who are planning to go to France or others who want to try and pay for the trip to really help us, because fundraising is such a huge part of making this trip happen, because it helps keep the costs low and helps other students who may not be able to otherwise afford the trip. So if you could come out and buy crepes, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today, but as always, we save room for cookies. The Flying Eagle, please.
And the winner is Miss Lucart's Culinary Basics class. Enjoy your cookies. I'm Catherine.
And I'm Matt.
And we're signing off.